Jehovah, Jah. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I'm glad that I'm speaking to you. I'm here speaking of the perspective of God, the inside of Rahab. God is always God on his time and his being and his purpose and his place for his glory that he is God. So speaking, when you pick up on of something in the Bible, be careful and be fair to be warned. What I'm saying is, what I'm speaking is that be careful think before you consider something of God. It is of his time and his place and his being for his purpose and for his glory that he is God. So consider his perspective, his sacredity, his sovereignty, his equity, his liberty that he grants to himself, to his heart, to accordance to his heart, to ordinances of his heart. The same ordinances that created the skies and the lights and the skies and the moon. God being God is always God on his time and his place and his being for his purpose and for his glory. Yeshua, Jehovah. God is always God. Rahab, what a wonderful, what a servant, what a woman of God. Jah. Man, God knocks it out. Jehovah is so Yeshua. Before I don't want to get off track here, but so let me bring you to a story, an instance, an examination, an existence, an examination, and a being in God's perspective, an insight. If you can remember as you read that in the story of Yeshua, in a story in the Bible, there's a woman there's a crowd around her about to stone her, and Yeshua says, "He who's without sin, cast the first stone." And one by one, maybe two by two left. God being God on his time and his being in his place and his purpose for his glory that he is God. He says, "Woman, look around you. Is there any who condemn you? Neither I condemn you." You cannot say and point before you cannot say this person is this person is that this person is. God being God is always God on his time and his place and his being for his purpose and for his glory on his time and his being. So a second could be as 1,000 years to God, and a day in his courts is better than any. You cannot seek transgression. You cannot even think transgression before you consider the perspective and the magnificencies of his wonders, of his splendors, of who he is, the one who created the stars, the lights in the sky and the moon. Oh my goodness. May his face shine upon you. May him keep you and bless you, and his face shine upon you. God being God is on his time. Dare to have a relationship with the Most High God, Jehovah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yaakov, Yisrael, Jah. He said, what is man that you are mindful of him, the Son of Man that you care of him? God is always God on his time and his place and his being, for his purpose and for his glory. God being God is always God on his time. You cannot point and say that Rahab was a prostitute. Who? Rahab was a servant of God, walked with God, spoke with God, sung to God, knew God, the great I am. That his sovereignties for her were a justice to him, equities. God being God is on his time and his place and his being, for his purpose and for his glory. That she knew and knows God, knew that he was a God on his time and his place and his being, for his purpose and for his glory. Jehovah, Jah. Spoken for. So you cannot say that this person is this, that this person is that, before you say, excuse me, let me correct myself. It says harlot. Why harlot? Let me correct myself, and this is why. Because when, as a childlike mind and a childlike heart, meaning the sense and connection and imagination with a sense of walk and abidance in the Creator, in imagination with whom, in your thought, in your imagination, with whom someone has walked with, spoke with, sung with, passed the word with, the word of the Yeshua, the word of God, the living God. That is the walk in the imagination that we're speaking of. Jehovah. That the walk with him. So you cannot say, I cannot say prostitute. It says harlot. So with a mind in accordance with God, you catch it. God is God on his time and his place and his being, for his purpose and for his glory. For his glory. Jehovah, 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 Jah. You be Johnny Big Day, Yesha. Jehovah is such a beautiful God. Majestic in his time, in his place, majestic in his being, that his magnificencies were a justice to her, a sovereignty to her being. Wow. Jehovah. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. May him keep you and bless you and his face shine upon you. I want you, my readers and my viewers, the people that see this, to understand and know the magnificencies, the abundance of wonder for her that he has. But when you read, I don't want you to see and experience negativity in your heart, in your alignment with who God is. I need you to experience and want you to experience the heart that God is for her. Excuse me. Jah, Jesus. Jehovah. So the abundance of servitude that this woman has for the Most High God, Yeshua, man. Read, I know you're going to read about her when you see this. And thank you for watching.